Hello everyone. Today is the day we are going to discuss some serious topic. So, in July 2025, workers at a nuclear site in South Carolina discovered something unusual, a wasp nest with radiation levels nearly 10 times above the legal safety limit. The nest was found during a routine inspection at the Savannah River site. This is where a nuclear facility built during the Cold War era to produce nuclear weapons. So, this strange find raised a serious question. How did a simple wasp den end up radioactive? To understand the wasp incident, you need to know what the Savannah River site is. SRS is a massive 310 square mile nuclear reservation on the South Carolina-Georgia border. It was built in the early 1950s at the dawn of the Cold War as part of America's push for nuclear weapons. For decades, this site produced plutonium-239 and tritium, which act as a key ingredients for nuclear bombs. In fact, from the 1950s until the end of the Cold War, SRS's reactors and plants churned out materials for the U.S. nuclear arsenal. After 1992, when bomb production stopped, SRS switched gears to focus on cleaning up the huge volume of nuclear waste left behind. The site generated over 165 million gallons of liquid radioactive waste during its operation. So, after decades of treatment and evaporation, they've reduced that to about 34 million gallons of high-level waste stored on-site. This waste is held in dozens of big underground tanks. 43 of those tanks are still in use today. The rest have been emptied and closed. It's in one of these tanks that our unusual incident took place. So, coming back to the incident. When the workers found the nest, they sprayed the nest with insect killer and carefully removed it, placing it into a bag to be disposed of as radioactive waste. Interestingly, no actual wasps were present in the nest when they found it. Perhaps the colony had abandoned it. So this is what the workers said, not me. Experts later noted that even if wasps had been there, each insect would likely carry only a fraction of the contamination compared to the nest itself. The radiation was confined to the nest material, and no contamination spread to workers, the soil, or the environment. In short, it was an isolated incident, quickly handled. But it left everyone asking, how does a wasp nest get radioactive in the first place? So, what caused this nest to be radioactive? The short answer from officials: legacy contamination. In other words, some leftover radioactive material from the Cold War activities got incorporated into the nest. But the authorities says that there was no leak or recent spill from the waste tanks. And they also said, the wasp nest radioactivity was traced to old residue in the environment, not a new accident or failure in safety controls. But it still raises the question of where exactly that residue came from.